Hello, everybody. Hi, Mary. I'll wait a few minutes for people to sign on. I'm a little close up here. So I just wanted to pop in because I've been getting a ton of emails from you guys regarding the upcoming encouragement hop. And this isn't a typical hop. So it's not a blog hop. It's not a YouTube hop, although you can participate in those ways. So I just wanted to pop in and answer any questions that you guys may have, especially those of you who may have never participated in a hop. So while I'm waiting for people to sign on here or log in, I'm going to give you a little bit of background about what this hop is all about. So last weekend, Mary Polanco, Jen from Scrappina Creations, and myself were doing a live on Mary's channel. And somebody had asked about a live, or I'm sorry, about a hop, what it is, how they can get involved. And quite honestly, there's many different types of hops and there's many different ways that you can get involved. A lot of them are through companies for their designers and guest designers. Others are maybe invitation only. Others are maybe announced through private Facebook groups. Hello, everyone. So unless you're part of those groups or unless you're on a design team, sometimes it's hard to get involved in a hop. So we kind of had a spontaneous idea, so we didn't really think it through because we were live, to create a hop that everyone can participate in, no matter what your experience is and no matter what you have as far as blog, YouTube channel, or neither. So what we planned on doing is the hop will be August 1st. I need to have an email from anybody who would like to participate by the 10th of July. So just shoot me a quick email. I'll link it below. My email's also on my blog. I have a blog post all about the hop as well, and what you plan on doing. So you just need to say, I'm in, I want to participate, and this is what I'll be doing. You can create a YouTube video. You can create a blog post. So those are kind of like the traditional things. If you don't have a blog, if you don't have a YouTube channel and you still want to participate, we still can showcase your cards. You can mail one in to me, and I'm going to create a video of all of the cards that we've received. I'll say whatever you want me to say. So I'll probably have you put a little sticky note on there with your name or how you want me to introduce you. Maybe a quick little summary of what you did, maybe the stamp set or what technique you used. Hi, Angela. And I'm going to create a video showcasing all of those cards and showcasing everything that you guys created. So that way it gives everybody an opportunity to participate in something maybe they don't otherwise have an opportunity to participate in. But you can still definitely do the blog or YouTube or whatever you plan on doing as well. So I've had a few questions in the comments section that I'm going to answer first, and then I'll ask you, see if any of you guys have additional questions. So one person asked how I record and edit my videos. I use my phone. I have an iPhone. I record it on there. I do, I'd say, more than half of the editing on my phone, and then I transfer everything to my computer where I do my voiceover and uploading and all of that. So I know Mary has an Android, I believe. I know she doesn't have an iPhone, but I believe she has an Android, and she does. I know that she at least records on her phone, but I believe she may do the editing on her computer, but she's on here. She can clarify that. But I know as long as you have a smartphone, you can at least do the recording. And a lot of times you can even download an editing app where you can do at least 90% of your editing right from your phone. When you're doing a YouTube video, nobody's really looking at your editing skills, I should say. They want to see what you're doing. As long as they can see what you're doing and kind of follow along, they're happy with it. They're not going to be too critical. You're going to get the negative comments sometimes, but for the most part, as far as I can see and as far as what I see when I'm watching YouTube videos, I just want to see what you're doing. So don't be too concerned about your editing. Another question I had was, is this hop for international crafters? It is. It is for everyone. We're excluding no one. It doesn't matter if you started crafting yesterday or whether you've been card making for 20 years. It doesn't matter if you're a card maker, a mixed media artist, scrapbooker. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to make, as long as it's an encouragement theme, we want you in. Hi, Trisha. And then I have a non-related hop question, so I'll get to that in the end. Yes, absolutely. Just send me an email. I have a folder set up. Once I have all of the emails, the cutoff date is July 10th to sign up. And July 11th, I'm going to send out a massive email with further instructions as far as dates, lineups, things like that. Links, if you're doing a YouTube video or a blog, I need your link by the 26th of July, so you got plenty of time for that. If you're sending in a card, I will provide you my mailing address on the 11th, and I just need your card by the 26th. As long as I receive it in the mail by the 26th, I'm gonna film the video over the weekend, and make sure that we can kind of showcase everybody. I think that's pretty much it for now. Does anybody have any questions regarding the hop? Or does it have to say encouragement literally? No, it doesn't have to say encouragement literally. It can be anything that's inspiring to somebody, uplifting, anything at all. Mary, I need it by July 26th. Haven't done a video, so we can just send your card to you. Absolutely. You're going to want a link to the video directly. So I'm going to need the link to the video itself or the blog post itself, if that's what you're doing. And as far as sending in a card, like I said, if you could just put a sticky note on there with however you want me to say your name, whether you want me to say your first and last name, if you want me to say your first name, however you want me to say it, brief summary of what you did, and just let me know if you want the card back. If you want the card back, I'll mail it back to you and just provide an address where I can mail that back to you. So I think it should be fun. We have a pretty good turnout so far. I would say we have about 50 people in here so far that are going to be participating in all different ways. The cards aren't going to anyone. You can give them to anybody you want. As far as the cards you're mailing in, they're going to come to me. And I just missed that last question. It disappeared on me. Oh, I mean, we could probably do that. Here's another spontaneous idea. Sorry, Mary and Jen. We could probably find an organization to send them to. Any cards that I receive, if you're okay with it, I will, once I'm done recording the video, I'll mail them off to whatever organization we pick. If that's something that you guys want to do, you just let me know. I don't mind doing that. If anybody has an idea of any organization you want to send them to, that would be appreciated as well. And then as far as if you do a YouTube video or blog, you can send it to whoever you want to send it to. Senior living or hospice, that would be a good one too. Yeah, absolutely. We'll do, maybe I'll create a poll. I think I can create a poll on YouTube. So once I'm done here, I'll create a poll and see where we should send these cards to. I think that is a really, really good idea, because I don't know about you, but I have about 1,000 cards sitting here. So I could definitely donate at least 20 or 30 of them, plus the one I'm going to create for the hop. So Mary, Jen, and myself will be involved in the hop. Of course, we're going to be making videos, and we'll just link to each other as we go. Soldiers is a good one too. That's a good one too. So does anybody have any other questions about the hop? I know that a lot of people had mentioned that they've never done anything like this before. So I wanted to jump on here. I know that's a lot of the emails that I've been getting. People have kind of questioned, what do I do? How do I do it? And so I figured it would be easier that way I can address everyone. If one person has a question, I'm sure 20 others have that same question. So it's probably just easiest to do it this way. It's a little bit more interactive. Yes, I'm going to email Ronald McDonald House. That's a really good idea. I'm going to write that one down. Like I said, I'll create a poll at the end of this, and then I'll give it a day or two, and we'll figure out who we'll send them to. As long as you guys are okay with that, with the ones that are mailing in the card. So I'll have the details in the July 11th email, but yes, you'll want, if you're doing a video, you'll want to make it live. You'll want to schedule it for the 1st, and we'll probably start it at 9 a.m. or something like that. But all of that information will be in there. And then after the 11th, sometime between the 11th and the 26th, I'll just need that link. Is that Teresa? Hi, Teresa. Angela, it's fine. Yeah, this is why we're doing this, because we want to make sure that everybody can be included. Because it is hard. It is hard to kind of get into, I don't want to say get into the community, because we're all part of the community, but really get involved in the community if you don't know where to look. Should we leave blank inside or stamped? Whatever you want, Angela. You can, if we are going to donate the cards, I would say you may want to write a little message or stamp a little message in there. Just make sure that you put like a Post-it note or even a folded up piece of paper so that I know what to say during the video about your card. Oh, it's a, that would be great, Teresa. I'll send you an email once I'm done with this to kind of give you an idea of what we're doing. I know Christine is part of it too. Christine joined in. So it's not a non-crafty question. It's just a non-hop question. Somebody asked about Copics. They said they've been collecting Copics and they don't really know where to start with them. Which ones to use, which ones to get, which ones, how did I start? I started card making. I'm not an artist. Never have been, never will be. But yeah, I've been card making for several years. Always wanted to learn to color the right way, I guess you could say. And I finally splurged and started my Copic collection a little less than 2 years ago. And I started off very small. I bought 3 at a time. And then I kind of went a little crazy with it. But that's basically where I started. But what I would recommend if you're just starting a Copic collection, look into the blending trios. I believe that's what they're called. And then there's another name for them too. They have 2 different sets, but there's 3 markers that blend well together. And that will give you the feel of the marker. You can see how well they blend, and definitely have a color chart. I use the Sandy Allnock hex chart. And let me grab it. You can see where all my blank areas are. So I know it's probably backwards for you guys, but I know which ones I want to get, where I see some gaps, like here, where I have these 3 color or 4 colors that are very similar. I don't need to get any more that are similar to that. I can kind of move on to another gap that I have. So this is very helpful. Don't fill it out if you only have about 10 markers. Even so, I probably have about 150, 160 markers, and you can see it looks pretty bare, and it's a little discouraging. So don't fill this in right away until you're ready to kind of figure out what blends and what you want to look for. But that was the non-hop question. So I can definitely answer any questions about the hop or anything else about anything. Oh, thank you so much, Angela. That's the thing about card making. You don't have to be totally artistic. You just have to have a little creativity, and you can really make yourself feel like an artist sometimes. But I promise you the Copics are doing 99% of the work. So anybody have anything else? Any other questions? Oh, thank you, Teresa. Yeah, the chart is a must-have for me. It took me a while to get it, and is that somebody raising their hand? It's hard to see because I'm looking at my phone. I don't usually look at the comments right on my phone. Just pop in. If you have a question, just ask. but yeah, the hex chart you do have to pay for, but it's yours forever. So once it's downloaded to your computer, it's yours forever. I've had to print mine several times and refill it out. In fact, I just finished this one. I have to go through and kind of mark the ones I have refills for, but I put my stamp chamois, wet stamp chamois on it and went to bed, and it soaked right through. Did you do any craft room tour? And if not, will you? Thanks, Mary. That's what I get for putting you on the spot last weekend. I am in a temporary craft room, I guess you could say. I've rented an apartment. So it's not 100, I'm not 100% happy with the setup yet. But I do have new shelves coming. So once I get that organized, yeah, I could do another craft room tour. It's very similar to what I did before. If you haven't seen it, I did craft room tour maybe 6 or 7 months ago. So for the most part, I have a lot of the same stuff, but some of my organizational stuff has changed a little. And of course I'm in a different room. So, and it's one that I don't own. So, that makes it a little bit more difficult, but it's pretty much, it's very similar. But yes, I will definitely do a craft room tour, probably in the next couple of weeks. Super easy to do. So use the right raised hand. I don't know. Does that mean, I don't understand that. I'm not good with emojis. Can we send more than one card? Absolutely. You can send as many cards as you want. If you want me to showcase all of them, I will. If you want me to showcase just one, just mark the one that you want me to. Oh, I see. I missed that, Jen. I was wondering why everybody was raising their hand. Yeah, wet stamp chamois wasn't good. It soaked right through the paper eventually. So I had to redo it. And then the two before that, my cat loves paper. She's always loved paper. I guess she takes after me. So she always seems to, she's attracted to my color chart, my Copic chart. So she likes to chew the corners and things like that. So I'm always redoing the Copic chart. So that's good. Once you pay for it, it's yours forever. You didn't miss much. You just missed talking about the hop coming up, and I answered any questions. And I'm just taking questions at this point to see if anybody has any questions about the hop or anything else. Frankie is awesome, but it's actually Macy that loves paper. Frankie's pretty... Frankie likes the markers. Frankie likes to watch me color, but he doesn't really get into too much. He's a very well-behaved cat for the most part. As long as he has a window to look out of, he's happy. Macy has always been a little bit bold, I should say. She's gotten better over the years, but she used to be pretty bad. Yes, I don't have the color pencil one. I should get it, but I don't. I'm still working on my colored pencils. My cat likes to fall asleep on top of me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That too. So, I mean, usually he likes to jump up on my craft table only when I'm recording. For some reason, he knows. And he likes to put his little front paws right directly on my card panel while I'm coloring. He sticks his nose right down in there to watch me color. If you guys have subscribed to my channel for any amount of time, you've probably seen him in quite a few videos. He isn't in so many anymore because the weather's nice. And like I said, I recently moved and I have a sliding glass door that's ground level. So he can see all of the chipmunks and all of the squirrels, and he is glued to that window all day long. The cat doesn't sleep until about 8 o'clock at night. That's where he is now. Sometimes he pops in the craft room a little bit here and there just to say hello, but he never jumps up anymore. He just goes right back to that table or right back to that window. Yeah, does anybody have any more questions about the hop or questions about anything else? Yeah, oh yeah, that's how Macy is. Don't interrupt her schedule. Okay, so I guess there's no more questions, and that's fine. So, like I said, if you haven't already and you're interested in joining the hop in any of those 3 ways that we discussed, send me an email with what you plan on doing by the 10th. And on the 11th, you'll receive another email with more detailed instructions, address to send everything in. By then, we'll know where the cards are going to be donated to. Give me about 15 minutes or so, and I will create a poll over here on YouTube where we can donate. And feel free to recommend anything that maybe we didn't mention after you think about it for a little while. And I think that would be a really, really good idea. I know that there is there's a couple Christmas in July hops going on. I don't know exactly who they're through. No. Okay, so I'm kind of jumping all over the place. You guys don't even know what I'm reading. So, no, it won't be Christmas in July. It will just be encouragement. And to answer your question, no, you do not have to have a YouTube channel. You do not have to have a blog. If you want to participate, you can mail in a card as long as it's encouragement theme. And you can mail it to me. I'll provide you my mailing address. And you'll just want to put like a little sticky note or a little folded up piece of paper with anything that you want me to say about the card, your name and how you want me to say it, whether you want me to say your first name, your full name, however. And basically just a brief summary of what you did with that card, the stamps that you used. Did you do ink blending? Did you color? Did you whatever? And then I will showcase it in a video. And I just need to know by the 10th, you'll receive the rest of the information on the 11th. And then I'll need your card by the 26th of July. Hop will be on the 1st. No, we're not going to really put any restrictions on videos or blogs. I know a lot of hops do, no music. It has to be a certain amount of time. We're not doing that. Do whatever's comfortable for you. This is all about you. So we're not going to, the only thing that we did is give you the option of how you want to participate and give you the theme. The rest is totally up to you. You want to make sure that you're you. So if you do have a YouTube channel and maybe you're just starting out, or maybe you've been around for a while and you just want to kind of boost your subscribers and maybe get a whole different audience in, make sure that you're sticking to who you are and what your style is, because you want to show them what you really are and who you really are. Yeah, exactly, Jen. Do exactly what you do. And anybody who has questions about anything at all, I know that I have had a couple of emails where they've never created a YouTube video before, but they're looking to try for this hop. If you have any problems, because I'm telling you right now, I remember my first video, the editing and voiceover took me probably 2 days. Because I just didn't know what I was doing. And at that time, I didn't know anyone. I didn't have anybody I could reach out to. You can send me a message. You can send Jen a message. You can send Mary a message, or any other crafter that you know, that you watch. I'm sure that there are many out there that will be able to help you out or give you any kind of advice. And there's definitely free ways to do it, so you don't have to spend a fortune for an editing program. So definitely email me, send me a message on Instagram, however you want to do it, but definitely I'll help you out as much as I can. So I think that is it. I think that's all the questions that people have. If you think of any other questions, like I said, feel free to email me or reach out to me through Instagram or Facebook Messenger, whatever's easiest for you. So, I'm very, very excited for the hop. I think we're going to have a great time. I don't think anybody's ever done a hop like this before. So I think this will be good for everybody and we'll have a lot of fun. So I will talk to you later, guys. Bye.